Any comment more, everyone?
Boleh ya?
I have comment, Miss Bella.
Yes, Miss Nurul.
Your presentation is good. Your explain about your presentation, I understand. And your pronunciation in skirt it again. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Nurul.
Welcome, Miss Bella.
I have your comment, Miss Bella Finalisti.
Yes, Miss Upi.
You PowerPoint, you good. On your presentation, you good too. The way you deliver in explaining the explanation is also very good. I took your overall presentation was good. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Upi.
Yes, you're welcome.
Any comment more? Hello.
I have comment, Miss Bella.
Yes, Miss Upi.
Yes, I have suggestion for you. Uh, because presentation you good, you better improve your presentation more so that
Yes.
it's more attractive to yourself and also to client. Who see your point of view. Okay?
Natin tayo mag-dive to comments. Alright, let's get moving on. The second presenter is Nurul Azila. Alright, for Miss Nurul Azila, you can prepare your PowerPoint. Alright, for Miss Azila, you can start your presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Mulai wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's life?
Good afternoon, Miss. I'm great. How about you?
I'm great. All right. Today I will explain about how to teach children at a young age and elementary school. But um, all right. I introduce myself. My name is Nurul Azila. I am from English Education Department, University Maritime Raja Ali Haj. How to teach children at young age and elementary schools. How to teach English to kids. We begin to worry about our children's future events before they are born into the invisible. What desk concerts are often wrought in parental instructs. Yet the stress of the wheels not help at all. Globalization has made learning English the second most important language to learning when we want to move ahead in the business world. It seems that students from Singapore are almost behind in learning English. Talk some countries is such as Asia seem to be falling behind in their use of English. Indonesian, for example, Indonesian education systems meant to fall when it's come to teaching foreign language, but you can blame our education system for you child's lack of obligation in language. One, English for everyday. At present, you should set an example for your child, who they will eventually follow. It can be a seller to do when they are kids. Once they enter their teenage years, it's impossible for them to say, I want to be like mom and dad. Use English for everyday situations. Continuous practice can also help you improve your own English introduce. English subject around the house, cook with them in English, or greet them when they wake up, such as say good morning. Start with the simple stuff. Hedia Jiskens agreed that teaching children at a very young age can enable them to speak fluent English into adulthood. Continuous language learning may bring the following benefits. They would be intelligent around scans vision from the children who speak to language are better and complication, simulation, and analysis. They will learning faster. Children is multilingual. Everyone with learning other foreign language faster at school. They will also quickly acquire communication skills. The word quietly open up to the world when they learning to speak English is word trigger their curiosity when they learning about the world around them. 2. English a song for the kids. You can also teach them what the song means. They all instantly memorize it. You can even listen to songs English online. They all improve the listening skill, introduce them to English by children English. In five, in fine way, they teach children who are not native speaker how to speak English. They have been able to learn English since they were 3 years old. There are many children's songs. Eventually, they will be able to master the English pronunciation without realizing it. The rhythm is chatty, the words are simple, the pronunciation is clear. They will be eager to learning it. They will learning it vocabulary, pronunciation, intonation, and the basic of grammar. While enjoy the song, here are a few English songs that we recommend for alphabet, a fact song for a number song for the name of the family member, example the Finger family. 3. English stories for children. Your child may like fairy tales. Change the language of after you have finished a book. Consider reading an English book for the children. They will also be familiar with spoken language and learning vocabulary and expression in English. When they look at the picture in the books, learning English while bonding with your children will also learn how to read in English, so be sure to teach them the alphabet. Teaching children to read bedtime stories in appropriate way to start teaching them English word and first. Kids learning their first word between the ages of 1 and 3 to make sure they stay interested change it from English to Indonesian and so do the opposites. If you want to ensure that learning English remains interesting and an essential knowledge, you must 1. Next, select short stories small children have. 1. Select short story. Small children have a smaller attention span, focus on story that lasts less than 10 minutes. 2. Select a particular theme. To make sure that the language and vocabulary are useful to children, be sure to select a story about a particular subject of them. a story about livestock, for example. 3. Be expression. When you read the story so it looks exactly like the original. Strangler make a big sounds for sure the laws like thumb, thumbing sounds for the mouse, and etc. Next, how to teach English is elementary school the pleasure of it all. Many teachers found it difficult to find a right way to teach English to elementary school children. This is highly surprising for my students in Indonesia view English lesson as difficult and intimidating. If you are teacher searching for a good English learning model to make your children feel happy and easy to learning, the congrats and easy to learning, the correlation because you are in the right place. In the post, education is as friend of teacher and Indonesian parents will share effective English teaching tips or for making it easier, fun, enjoyable, and effective. The concept of learning English. Before we share to Mabels, the stop English for more easy achieving optimal result. Let's first cover some concepts. 1. Learning target. The purpose of learning is to communicate material professional and thus be able to motivate students to increase their competence. So the purpose of learning students know the status you age as teacher know matters, how clever and genial you are. 2. Subtitle. English is not mother touch of Indonesian children. Unless you teach in international schools like Victoria Plus or national schools such as Petra Santa Maria, or the Sar or the Salar. So it was only natural that they any vocabulary they were unfamiliar even more the students are still in elementary school. 3. Consistence. Nothing is in us as good as the curriculum now ever substitute the learning media. Whatever great learning theory use, it is not grand to get them to meet established standards. Affect any process they might perhaps after graduation from elementary school. They will be now the master English on their own and eventually become more eloquent than you will ever be. 4. English fun learning. Fun learning is key. Do not torture your child who is a young learner. English. A young learner, they have active characters, love games, and reading maths empowered to be empowered to follow matter and start wise. 5. Capabilities. You as English teachers also have confidence in your abilities and competence before teaching vocabulary, grammar, or pronunciation. You too must get mastery right. Elementary English teaching tips. 1. Oh, the follow is this education. We set some practice tips for your English teacher in order to teach more. 1. British English or American English. There are many variants of English, such as British and American. It may seem typical, but the gap between the two you have to decide which on to teach. 2. Minimum commoning. Still do not make translates from English into English. Instead, use a learning technology or total physical response. If students do not understand, it's yours flashcards, automates videos, and reality. 3. Focus active skill. There are 4 linguistic skills: reading, writing, hearing, and speaking. For lower class, such as class 1, focus on the skill of hearing or listening, and the speaking after the and of them or beginning of term. You should begin gradual teaching writing this important because the English pronunciation is because pronunciation often differs from pronunciation. 4. Phone learning. In phone learning models or phone learning always insert with methods such as games, songs, dancing, drawing, or watching short just videos. 5. Coding. Have a good study. Playing planet don't jump for a topic to the next often. The cache. For the first grade, focus on the number 1 to 20 or 1 to 100. The international or national school plus then move to the next topic if students do not already understand. 6. Reading text. For 2, 3, and 4 grades, be children to in fact further read the next ranking from the 2 material they are made for the field or teaching English foreign language. 7. Maxim the learning media. If possible, use multimedia videos and educational games online. Such things can be very helpful and the learning of English interesting. 8. Don't be grumpy. It is natural for students to express difficulties in learning from the national standard school. Look again at graduate competence and minimum skill standard. Do not overrate in erection. It's better to look at the progress in motivation for learning English than the flaws when testing. 9. Project work. Don't just teach with a comprehension basis. Teachers should do active learning, not just stem on the textbook. Assign a project assignment to stimulus in daily English usage in conversation, computation, or presentation. 10. Feedback. As teacher, you will have relate feedback material in class, including those given feedback and there's a with variety of feedback and it's true. A teacher has to respond appropriately. If your students are reading a lot or reading lots, don't just give them hotspot or direct feedback. Wait until he finishes the comment and discuss what his luggage.
5 minutes more.
Conclusion. What other teacher from what other teacher primary school children teach especially English? We should change the subject and apply the above tips so the students do not feel overwhelmed with learning.
The time is up. The time is up.
Any question, everyone?
Yes, I have comment.